Hello, I'm Hannah, and this is Hannah's Books. Although my family doesn't celebrate Christmas, we always really enjoy participating in the celebrations of our friends and family. This year, I'm going to do a new kind of participation, answering a Christmas book tag here on BookTube. The very funny and very clever Simon was kind enough to tag me for his original bookish nativity tag. Since Charles Dickens is informally known as the father of modern Christmas, I thought I would choose my answers from his work. Although I'm a bit late getting it together, I figured today was the day. Let's get started. All the prompts for this tag ask us to consider which book characters we would cast for a Christmas nativity scene or play. First is Mary, a normal yet chosen protagonist. I'll choose one of my favorite Dickens protagonists, even though I totally understand why many readers find her to be such a lame character. That is Esther Summerson from Bleak House. There's nothing especially special about Esther, but she is not only a major character and also one of Dickens' narrators, his only female narrator, but she receives the gift of a relatively happy ending for herself as well. Next is Joseph, the most loyal sidekick. For this role, I'm going to choose a character that is loyal and kind, although perhaps a little more mature than most sidekicks, and that is Joe Gargery from Great Expectations. He's kind and supportive of young Pip, who initially thinks his greatest expectation in life will be to become Joe's apprentice. But Pip has greater adventures ahead of him, and Joe finds himself continuing to care about Pip, but also having to craft a life without Pip in his daily life. So next, let's choose some wise men, 3 characters who give great advice. I think I'll have to go with the very obvious choice here, the ghosts of Christmas past, Christmas present, and Christmas future. They give Scrooge some excellent advice that helps him restructure his life and gain happiness, as well as share happiness with all around him. The next role to assign is Gabriel, a character who kicks off the plot and then disappears. I'll go with the father of Nicholas Nickleby, whose unfortunate financial speculation and then his unexpected death assures that his widow and son have to give up their comfortable way of life and start a new plot line. The character of the dead father causes the temporary homelessness of some of the main characters. While the actor playing Gabriel doesn't explicitly need that kind of experience, it's not completely unrelated to the plot of the nativity story and might help the elder Nickleby be more compassionate in the role of Gabriel. Now we need a character to play Herod, the evil character. I'll definitely cast Uriah Heep from David Copperfield here. He's quite a bit more obsequious than Herod is, but he is so slimy and creepy that I think he can pull off the role of Herod in at least a family-oriented version of the nativity play. We might get sort of a cartoon version of evil. Here's a quote from Dickens to show you what I mean. He had a way of writhing when he wanted to express enthusiasm, which was very ugly. Next, we really need a baby Jesus, that central character who gets surprisingly little page time. I'm going to choose another young person, not a baby, and not one with a story focused around birth. Little Nell's story is about a coming death. Honestly, Little Nell gets quite a bit of page time, but I'm counting her anyway because she never really develops as a protagonist. She's portrayed as angelic from the start without us really understanding why, which makes her seem like she's not really as central as she sometimes appears to be. And her portrayal as an angelic character seems appropriate for any actor playing the role of baby Jesus. How about a shepherd, a character who seems important but doesn't do much? I'll go with almost all the characters in the Pickwick Papers. Maybe we can hire them as a group to play a whole gang of shepherds. Samuel Pickwick, Augustus Snodgrass, even Alfred Jingle with his Christmassy name. They might struggle to keep straight faces during the actual performances, but they'll definitely serve well to keep rehearsals enjoyable. We also need an innkeeper, a character who has the most famous line you can think of. Sidney Carton is pretty good at saying, or at least thinking, some juicy lines. The one I'm thinking about from The Tale of Two Cities is, "It is a far, far better thing that I do than I have ever done. It is a far, far better rest that I go to than I have ever known." I think the fact that the character is known for this quote about sacrifice might suggest what will happen in one of the sequels to the Nativity story. So that earns him a place in the Nativity cast as the innkeeper. Well, I think that completes our cast for this Dickens-stocked nativity play. I'm not going to tag anyone for this Christmas tag since I'm putting it up so late. If you are still up for making a holiday tag, I definitely recommend this one. Thanks to Simon for putting this together, and thanks to all of you. Merry Christmas to those of you who celebrate. My family will be celebrating the day in a traditional Jewish way, with Chinese food and a movie. This year we'll be ordering in and then finding something to stream. However you spend tomorrow, I hope it will be a lovely day. Thanks for joining me here on Hannah's Books. See you soon.